Back in 1998, Konami wanted to try something to compete against Resident Evil, so they wanted to create a new game in the survival horror genre. However, unlike Resident Evil, they wanted to make their scares psychological, something that would really get into the player's head. So in 1999, Team Silent, an in-house developer for Konami, created Silent Hill for the PS1. So let's dive down into this October review of the original Silent Hill. You know, the only good one, before the rest of the shitty ones came in.
The game revolves around a man named Harry Mason, who decided it would be a wonderful idea to take his daughter to the obvious vacation material that is Silent Hill. Unfortunately, he crashes his car upon arriving to the town and loses his daughter. Father of the frickin' year over here. However, that is not all to Silent Hill. For those who have played the other games know about the plot and twists and turns of most of them. For the first one, however, it really doesn't take that approach. It's just more of a linear story with your daughter being missing and having to save her as your only motivation. That isn't entirely a bad thing though, because it makes the story more streamlined, and after a while you do see who's really in charge of Silent Hill, and the reasons behind Mason's nightmares.
What is this? What's going on here?
Unfortunately, gameplay can be somewhat of a mixed bag. The game does try to up its scare factor by giving you limited ammunition and actually making the aiming very hard to accomplish since, well, he sucks with a gun. It's the walking and running mechanics that don't work, and you're going to be running. A lot. You see, the main problem with the game is that when you're running, you'll only go in the direction that Mason is facing. And that can be pretty bad when you're being chased down by a giant pterodactyl thing.
Shut up, I don't know the official name, okay? Another neat or fucked up feature, depends how you look at it, is that every once in a while the game will go dark. And when the game goes dark, things will bump in the night. And when things bump in the night, it gets really fucking scary. These are the parts of the game that will make your skin crawl and want to make you look in every single corner of every single room. Better yet, during these sequences, you are only equipped with a puny little flashlight that barely illuminates anything, making monsters harder to see and probably more shit in your pants. From everything I've told you about this game, you're probably asking yourself, is it really that scary? Yes. Yes, it is. Actually, Yahtzee pretty much summed up how the horror works in Silent Hill. That it does it psychologically, and instead of having just a monster pop out of nowhere and scare the crap out of you, it makes you think the monster is still behind you the whole entire time, making you pretty much go insane. Which works pretty damn well. The game also has a knack of putting you in interesting puzzles. Unfortunately, those interesting puzzles just narrow down to either really obscure ways of finding the answer, or just turning a bunch of valves. So, they're not really worth mentioning that much. All in all, this game really does deserve its infamous reputation as one of the scariest games of all time. Even though I did find a few problems with it, such as the graphics not aging well, and some of the puzzles are less than desirable, it really does induce fear into even the bravest of gamers. So Silent Hill gets my rating of 8.5 out of 10.